Wishes.com
com.
with lemon bars.
Ooh.
That's right, I cannot believe I haven't made these yet. This is one of my favorite cookies of all time. Although technically they're closer to a pie than a cookie, which is probably why we call them bars. But nonetheless, they are super simple to make and virtually impossible to screw up. That's right, I don't believe in jinxes. So let's get started by preparing the base of our lemon bars, which is a classic shortbread cookie dough. So in a bowl, I have some room temperature butter. Okay, don't use cold butter. It's got to be malleable. To that, we're going to add some white all-purpose flour, some powdered sugar, also known as confectioner's sugar. I know, I wish they would decide on one name for it too. It's probably that damn confectioner's lobby. But anyway, a little powdered sugar, some salt, and a little bit of vanilla extract. And once that's all in there, you're going to take the back of a spatula and or wooden spoon and simply mash that all together. So just keep rubbing and smashing the butter against the dry ingredients until you can't see any more flour, and it looks like this. It's pretty much going to look and feel like a cookie dough, which is not weird at all because that's exactly what it is. And at that point, we're going to dump this into a lightly oiled 8x8 baking dish. So I'm going to crumble that in kind of evenly and then use my hand to pat it down flat. If you want to dampen your hands a little bit, that helps. But try to push it down as evenly as you can. And when that's all pressed down nice and evenly, we're going to take a fork and we're going to prick it. Except pastry chefs don't call it pricking, they call it docking. It does sound less offensive, and that's going to help this cook nice and evenly. It's also going to prevent the dough from bubbling up. And by the way, if someone walks in the kitchen and says, "What's up?" you have to say dock, okay? And once our dough has been docked, we're going to go ahead and bake this at 350 degrees for 22 minutes. And at that point, you're going to take it out, and it should just barely be starting to get golden brown. If we were going to eat these as cookies, we'd let them go for another 10 minutes or so. But we need to bake this again with the lemon mixture. So this is just
Would
giving
we
us a
be
little head
a
start.
stack of
So we're going to go ahead and
pancakes?
set that aside while we make the lemon layer, which is even easier than the shortbread. So in a bowl, I have two large eggs, to which we're going to add one extra egg yolk. To the eggs, we're going to add white granulated sugar and a little bit of flour. And I like to give that a mix before we add our lemon juice. I think it's a little easier to whisk. And speaking of easier to whisk, please use a regular mixing bowl at home. I was using this glass one because I thought it would photograph better, and it ended up being hard to stir and very annoying.
Okay, now.
But anyway, I was stubborn and I persisted, and like 20 minutes later, it was mixed. And once that is mixed, you can go ahead and add your freshly squeezed lemon juice. Do not even think of making this if you're not going to use fresh lemons. And after the lemon juice, we're going to add a whole bunch of lemon zest. And see right there, that's why you got to buy fresh lemons. How are you going to zest one of those little plastic lemons? You're not. Okay, so our lemon juice and lemon zest is in. Let's go ahead and mix that very thoroughly. Do not let my editing fool you. I stirred that vigorously for at least 2 minutes. You want to make sure it's all very, very well mixed. And once you're sure it is, go ahead and pour that onto your shortbread base. Do not give it the old tappa. It will splash. But if you want to give it a little shake-a, go ahead. Just a small one. Un petit shake-a. And then we're going to very carefully place that back in the center of our 350 degree oven. And we're going to cook that for exactly 25 minutes. And when it comes out, it's going to look like that. It will be set. There will be no jiggling or wiggling. With that additional 25 minutes, our shortbread's going to be cooked perfectly. The lemon custard layer is going to be set. And the top will have this very thin but very crisp kind of sugar-coated surface. And then, yes, the bad news, let this cool completely before trying to cut it. And then before you cut it, get yourself a nice glass of hot water. And when the knife gets dirty, go ahead and dip it in and clean it off. That's just good technique. And if you let it cool, this will be very easy to cut. Start by going all the way around the outside. And when that's done, I'm going to go ahead and cut this into 16 beautiful squares, which I guess would make this lemon squares, since bars are normally rectangular. But we're not going to get into that discussion.
What?
So I'm going to suggest you cut these 4x4, which is going to give you 16 beautiful bars. And you can see here as I transfer them onto the work surface. Because you let them cool, you should get really nice cuts. And by the way, in my opinion, these are much better served cold. Not only do they taste better, but the texture is also superior. And that's it. The final step is usually a nice dusting of powdered
cold
sugar.
like a lemonade, yeah.
And that looks like something I want to put in my face right now. And as good as they look, nothing really prepares you for that intense, awesome, sweet, tart lemon flavor and that custard perfectly contrasted against that crisp, sweet, buttery shortbread cookie. And while these are truly amazing, simply dusted with sugar, if you want to take it up to the next level, remember that egg white we had left over? Because we added that extra yolk to the lemon mixture? We could go ahead and beat that egg white to the ribbon stage, and then add a spoon of sugar, and beat that into a meringue that will hold a peak, something like that, and turn these into lemon meringue bars. So I just put mine in a Ziploc bag. I made the hole way too small, so it didn't work that good. But it doesn't have to work good. If you have any kind of a regular surface, it's going to brown beautifully. All right, so really any
Wait,
design
aren't you in
would
full
work.
body too?
I call this particular move 9 right turns. It's one of my favorites.
Also,
And
the
then as
mouth
you'll see
it
here, it
barely
doesn't really
animates. I
matter
need to
what
fix
kind of
that
design you
too.
did or how you got it on
I just
here.
need to
You're going to go ahead and
remake
brown
this
it with a
whole thing.
blowtorch, and all those highest points are going to caramelize, and you're going to get that signature lemon meringue look. Check it out. That's pretty awesome. So whether you're making this for something like a Mother's Day brunch, or you just want to be the boss of the bake sale, I really hope you give these a try. They truly are a special treat. So head over to foodwishes.com for all the ingredient amounts and more info as usual. And as always, enjoy.
Oh, what's it?
Hello, this is Chef John from Food.
Oh, this is a short one.
Oh. Oh. What are they doing here? Oh.
This is like a compilation video?
Oh. What are they making? Is that a soup? Gravy. Wait, what?
That has fallen down into a pile.
What the? Chicken fricassee? It looks yummy. Oh.
Fettuccine Alfredo is
Huh?
a simple
Was that in
3-ingredient
Italian?
pasta that's made using only
What was
3
that?
ingredients. It's often known as fettuccine al burro in Italy, which
I just
translates
heard
to
pho.
butter fetish. It's made with just pasta, hard milk, and soft milk, also known as grease milk. This dish was invented by Alfredo Di Lelio in 1908. Back before cream was invented and all people had was butter and cheese. Speaking of butter, before you do anything else, get your butter out of the fridge and let it come up to room temperature. You're gonna need more than that. Yeah, a bit more. A bit more than that.
Oh my god.
There we go. For every pound of pasta, you need a ½ pound of butter and a ½ pound of Parmesan. In metric, that's 1
What?
kilogram of pasta for every 500 grams of butter and 5 billion nanograms of Parmesan. In medical, that's 1 heart attack of butter and 3 colonoscopies of Parm. In other words, Mr. Alfredo is not around when he made this dish. Allegedly for his wife who had stopped eating after giving birth. We're gonna get this parm ready by grating it on the smallest setting so that it melts easily. This is a one setting grater. And this is gonna turn from Parmesan rock into a fluffy Parmesan cloud. At last, look at this beautiful mountain. Actually, we're only halfway there.
With a
Grating
spoon.
Parmesan is the official national exercise of Italy, which is why Italians have really thick wrists.
This sounds like a bit
We
much
finally
for
have
me.
our... Damn it! Come on, wrist, you can do it. Pretend you're 22 and single. Finally, we've arrived at the Parmesan promised land. Keep these
Wait a
in for
minute.
the soup stock. Also, learn how to make soup stock. Self. If you don't have fettuccine, you can glue a few pieces of spaghetti side by side, or you can take a lasagna noodle and smash it against the wall. So I have this fresh pasta that I totally made earlier, but I don't really want to show off. So you can just go ahead and use the dry stuff and make it fresh by spraying on some countryside breeze and essence of ocean mist. We're gonna salt this water until nothing can survive in it, not even noodles. Then bring it up to a maniacal boil and add in the nudes. Then get it to a more mentally balanced boil, and I'll cook these for a few minutes. Check the directions on whatever nudes you're bathing. Now we're gonna chop up our room temperature butter and spread it out in this bowl like a keto snack platter. If your butter isn't really soft enough, feel free to give it a light zap in the laser beam box. Now we'll slide our nudes right out of the pot and on top of the butter so we have maximum heat and some of that liquid coming along for the artery clogging ride. Now take 3/4 of a cup of cream and tell it the truth. I don't need you. You weren't good enough for Mr. Alfredo, so you're not good enough for me. Now take your mountain cloud of Parmesan.
I didn't know
and
Alfredo was
throw
just
half of it in
fucking
there with
cream
careless
and
disregard for its feelings.
cream,
And
butter,
it's time to
and
wang
Parmesan.
jangle. Look at how that just disappears. Let's add the other half.
Before
As you can see, the melted
I
grease
made
milk
it.
is combining with the shredded rock milk, and what we end up with is creamy Alfredo sauce, which I'm sure Mr. Alfredo is looking down and smiling about right now if the afterlife exists and he still cares, which he definitely does. From the top, make it drop. That's some fettuccine. And then while you're eating it, you can just cross off one day of your life with each delicious bite. Now it tastes great like this, but you can add some pepper if you prefer, or some hot sauce. But just be aware, Mr. Alfredo is watching, and he'll come to you in your sleep. He'll sneak into your room in his ghostly body and come really close. And then he'll whisper in your ear, I don't give a f***. I'm already dead. Enjoy.
Oh. Oh.
We are Sorted, a group of mates from London exploring the newest and best in the world of food whilst trying to have a few laughs along the way. We've got chefs, we've got normals, and a whole world of stuff for you to explore, but everything we do starts with you.
Hello, I'm Barry and this is Ben and welcome to Fridge Cam.
Now, last time we cooked from this book, you guys loved it. So buckle up, we're going again.
Recently, we've been having a lot of fun with this book.
Le répertoire de la cuisine.
It's from 1914 and it's considered the Bible of French classical cooking.
The only thing is, this cookbook doesn't really have any recipes.
No, it's more like a bunch of dishes with a set of ingredients that they expect you to know how to cook.
Last time we cooked from this, we had good fun.
Yes.
Oh, this is that old French
And last
cookbook.
time us normals cooked from the book, this happened.
I loved cooking from that when I did it.
Comment down below a page number between 45 and 239 and we'll give it to these guys and see how they get on.
This is silly.
You then commented in your thousands, and the recipe that you guys will be cooking from today was suggested by Kelly Atkins.
You guys are so predictable.
The thing is,
course.
we've made this community.
Yeah, we've done this to ourselves. Well done, well done.
Oh no. Omelette making is at
Nice.
once very simple and very difficult. Stuffed with dice of tongue, truffles, gherkins, and white of egg, cohered with poivrade sauce and red currant jelly, a thread of same sauce round.
What? What's that even mean?
Cohered
Sauce, so we've got to find that sauce.
Was
That
that a
sauce.
literal translation?
Poivrade.
Poivrade.
Pepper sauce, right?
Well, I'm not going to pretend to know French like you.
I think it's clear what you'll both be cooking.
Yes.
This leads us on to another one of our comments. Would you like to lift the cloche?
What?
Oh,
We're going to make this
No way.
a chef versus chef.
Oh.
I prefer teamwork.
It's just an omelette.
Shall we get you some ingredients?
Yes, please.
I like how the four
So
of us sort of
delicately
make a
presented.
green to blue gradient in a way.
Chefs, you have 1.5 hours, starting in 3, 2, 1, cook.
I mean, that feels like a long time to make an omelette, doesn't it?
Doesn't it? Yeah, it's an omelette for
You
goodness sake.
pause it.
How do you want to split this?
Left and right or top and bottom? So my instant.
I'll be right back. GT.
It's so I'm so short. It's hard to hit the button.
What?
Okay, this is a good position. Might be too good actually.
Good night, son.
Yeah, pretty much. I got the blankets and got the blanket and pillow stats just right for me.
Might as well go get something to drink while.
Hydrate.
Pancakes are falling over.
Pancakes are falling flat. Lip.
Axes.
Hmm?
Axes.
Oh, hacks.
Yeah. I don't know what the pancakes are doing. We were watching food videos. You went. Are you watching them, or are you just they're on pause at the moment?
It's paused at the moment. Core and I think Annie went AFK.
Yeah. You kept some of chat's sanity by dancing after the so many ads a little bit ago.
Meanwhile, I started a interesting Transformers talk in another Discord.
Oh?
Do they feel the nozzle go in at a gas station?
I see.
I don't think I ever wanted to think about.
That's what their responses were. And then that started off a whole another offshoot that probably shouldn't be talked about on stream.
Yeah. Well, I was talking to Futurama, or talking about Futurama with a few people the other day, and some of Bender's addictions that are sometimes explored.
Yeah.
I need to rewatch that one.
I haven't seen Futurama in a while.
Yeah.
Actually, I've only seen 2 full episodes, and one of them was with the dog.
Oh, of all episodes for you to watch, it was that one?
Yeah. I have horrible luck with TV shows. If I'm not consistently watching, I get the worst ones.
Oh man, it's not bad. It's just gonna break your heart.
I know. Yeah. The same thing happened with Edge Runners. Like, I didn't watch it consistently, and whenever I tuned into a Discord channel where they happened to be watching it, I'll click on the stream. Somebody died. Like,
Well, no,
I mean,
Edge Runners is the entirety of it is one big tragedy.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, it is that serious. I mean, it's all tragedy. It's not gonna end well. That's obvious.
Mm-hmm.
It just happened to be like every time I clicked on it, like right at that moment, bang. Oh, okay.
GD? Wait, Rick, you were talking a little bit ago about head swapping. Righty tighty, lefty loosey.
Yeah.
If only it were that simple. Just off of one body and onto another.
If only.
Now, granted, if you know what you're doing with Blender, it's really not difficult to do.
No, not really. I mean, Eddie does it full time. Head swaps and stuff, right? I think he does at least.
Yeah.
He just did one recently. Yeah. Make it after the head swap.
It's all good, Core. Don't worry about it.
We're talking about swapping heads, and there's a dancing little pancake cat.
I don't know if she could hear. Just sees GD dancing in front and center on stream. What's happening on the screen? Something just a pure adorableness is all.
GD was just a little bit more to his right. It almost looks like the guy on the screen is staring at him from Core's camera's perspective.
Yeah.
Well, Addie's waking up, climbing out of the couch. It's a robot cat.
Robot cat? Oh.
Yeah.
You're talking about GD, because I know of another actual robot cat who's wanted to get into more VR, but after they complete their model.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've seen a couple of robot cats. They're neat.
Yeah.
I should work on model stuff.
I should
finish
too.
that
There's
idea
a
I
few
started
models.
a year and a half ago.
Yeah, there's a few things I haven't finished yet myself, but I'm busy with sketches at the moment. It's typically when you see me on VRC a lot of the time is when I'm actively working on a model and testing it.
Oh, your hands affect your ears on this pants.
That's brilliant, actually.
Found something you might be interested in, so I'll DM it to you. This one.
Welcome back.
Horse back.
Hello.
Hi.
Dancing cat.
I can't see.
Alright, let's get on with this chef challenge.
Is in 90 minutes. I would normally think that tongue would take a lot longer. A lot longer of a slow braise, perhaps even more than a day.
I've never done this before. How do you do this?
You're doing it right, it's taking off that membrane. It's a very well-used muscle.
Coming from the same audience that picked page 69.
Tongue is the main muscle used in mastication. James, while you're doing that, I'm going to boil
No,
a kettle.
whoa. What are you doing?
Well,
Oh
let's
my-
share
how
the
do you
tongue.
do this?
Oh no, that's a terrible thing to say.
Uh,
Well, while I'm waiting on tongue and trying to get
They're
my
making,
head
wait, they're making an
around
omelette.
the
Why do they
rest of the
have,
logic,
like,
I thought I'd boil some eggs.
tongue?
I saw mention of egg white, and I think it is possibly boiled egg white that's chopped and diced with the gherkin and the truffle mix.
Have a
I've
yogurt,
done my tongue. Ben's yet to do his
yogurt
tongue.
ice cream bar.
I'm just.
You know we're friends really, we can share tongue.
Oh.
So the thing with the reference book is you have to keep back referencing, forward referencing, and
this is
it then
delicious.
get to a place that gives you kind of a recipe guideline, but that has something else you also have to reference from somewhere else. So I've tried to trace it back as far as I can, and I've just made the marinade, which is minced shallot, parsley, salt, pepper, lemon juice.
I'm doing well.
I can't remember where I need that, but I know I do. C'est confus. One pretty classic flavour combination that seasons a lot of sauces and broths and stocks and stews is a bouquet garni. I quite like to do it with a stick of celery.
The
then
tongue
put,
gets
like, the
sprinkled
thyme,
in.
the parsley stalks and the bay on top, then tie it to keep it all in place, and then that can go in, and it's easy to fish out at the end when it has imparted all its flavour. We're lacking butcher string, so it's going in loose.
So I'm dicing the tongue. I'm going to make a marinade, which I've just learnt is shallots and parsley and something else.
Oh, I see. You just did that. So when I said I'd cook you some eggs.
Did you want cooked
Done with
eggs?
pancake.
I'm just pointing him in the right direction, you know.
Oh, I love that confidence.
I just want to see Ben do the tongue as well, and everybody watching wants to see Ben do the tongue.
Nobody wants to see me do the tongue. Let's be honest. We've had enough tongue for one day. So I'm starting off the sauce, which is poivre ordinaire. So it's a mirepoix veg, onion, carrot, celery, plus bouquet garni. Fry it all off in oil. Then we moisten it with my marinade. Add some demi-glace, vinegar, and reduce.
Chefs, you have 1 hour remaining.
That's half an hour.
Yep.
There's
You've
half an hour
spent
gone.
25 minutes on the tongue.
Oh my god.
That's a lot of tongue.
Weapons! Stop it!
I'm going to start the recipe now, and I'm going to make a marinade.
Yep.
Any bacon.
Could I have lots of small little bowls?
Watching some
I want
cooking,
small
yeah.
little
You
bowls
want to
too.
join us,
Ben's getting
Via?
small little bowls. I want small little bowls. James is getting sassy. I like sassy Jamesy. James, what are you doing and what is that?
I'm just making my marinade.
But why have you got bacon?
Hang on a minute. What's Barry judging this on? You put bacon on it, it's going to taste more to Barry's tongue, but it might not be traditional.
Have you looked up mirepoix in the book, Ebbers?
Oh, okay. Playing like that, are we? Valid. You learn something new every day. Mirepoix.
You don't have a
with some
VR
carrots,
headset?
Onions,
Rick
fresh
doesn't have a
bacon,
VR
and
headset.
ham cut into dice and used as the base for sauce.
Interesting.
Who knew?
Yeah, don't need VR to
Still
play
have it on.
VRC.
Yeah.
I don't know the best way of preparing that.
Although I
How you
did
getting on,
think
Ebbers?
you, I did
I'm
think
not,
that,
because
I did think you had a
hate
VR
peeling tongue when it's
headset though,
raw,
yeah.
So it's really tough. So I've gone for an option of diced tongue, which I've seasoned with salt and
There's
pepper.
desktop
Very
mode.
hot pan, a little bit of oil,
Almost
definitely
works
butter
desktop
later
software.
for the omelette, but this I'm going to go with oil and I'm going to flash fry it because I'm not going to be putting raw tongue into mine, so I'm going to cook mine now. A couple of red herrings here. Why have we got mushrooms on the bench?
It depended whether you wanted to make a brown roux.
Oh, for a demi-glace. I see.
Some people enjoy desktop because they can
Impossible.
multitask.
So it's in the sauce that they have to make. They have to
That's
include
exactly why I'm in
demi-glaze.
desktop most
A
of the time.
demi-glaze or half-glaze is actually another sauce based on
That is what
brown
I
roux,
did the other day
reduced
when
to
I was
perfection,
stuck in
put back
desktop
on
mode.
hours. Unfortunately,
I have
they
a
both
friend
already know
on
that, so
Steam
neither of them
that
have
has
tried to
VR
make
chat
it.
on their wish list.
Ebbers, what are you doing?
I don't.
So my tongue's very tough. So it says dice. I think that's
done
if you
that
braised
to
it,
a
you
few
can dice it into
games,
perfect
but
tender
now
tongue.
they've
What I'm
added
going
the
to do
option
instead is
to
have
say
it
just add
sauteed
to my
it.
library
I'm now
and
going to
be done
mince
with
it
it
pretty much. So
without
it's now
having to
cooked.
prompt
It's
to
really
install
fine,
and I
so
say
you have to
no,
shoot through big bits.
install it
I
later.
make my marinade. I
We are chat
fried off my
expensive,
mirepoix,
yo.
added the marinade to the mirepoix.
Your chat
I
is
added
free.
demi-glace to
It's
that.
the
I've
hands
then
that are the
reduced
expensive
that down.
DLC.
Probably been about 20 minutes now.
DLC.
I'm going to keep reducing it down a little bit more. Then I'm going to strain it. I've cracked my eggs for my omelette because I feel prepared. I've diced truffle,
Plus time.
gherkin, almost ready to go.
Yeah.
I've
Don't talk about the amount of
water on
hours
the
I put
boil
into this
because
game.
I actually think Ben's right. I think you boil
Or
it,
her.
and I think you probably like dice the egg whites that are boiled and cohere it. Would you like to boil
At
some
least
boiled
she's
eggs?
multitasking with the amount of time she spends at
Way
VR.
ahead, mate. Sucker.
What I love about this is that this clearly works. This combination of ingredients clearly works. You've almost got to decipher how.
Do you know what? The biggest thing will be the ratios of the flavours.
Actually,
Going back
how
to
many
getting everything in
am I
balance. The
at
red
right
currant
now?
jelly is going to give you the
Chat does
sweetness.
like
The gherkin is going to
1,700
give you like the acidity
amateur
and the
numbers.
tang. The tongue is well seasoned and beefy and wonderful, but you've also got all those root vegetables that give you kind of this base layer of flavour. And you've got to get the
Wait,
balance
and beef
of
tongue?
an egg that's cooked perfectly. Ah, no! Oh,
feel
no.
like
I don't know if I've had beef tongue.
Omelettes. I love an omelette, and I love a little bit of colour on my omelettes. But I think the traditional
By
French
the way, the
version
thing you sent
is
me,
no
for
colour.
some reason,
I mean, when you
maybe
think
because I
about it,
associate you with
it's an
TF2, like
awful
the Dead Ringer
lot
came
of
to
work for
mind.
an omelette.
But if you're in a big professional kitchen,
So if I
which is what Sofia
shoot
was
you,
known
you
for
just
doing
crop
the
a
little
fake
sections,
body
the
and
saucier
then
would be
appear
baking
somewhere
demi
else.
You've got different people doing all your different things. You'll have so many commies beneath you doing all the gherkin,
that can be
egg
done.
white, and the parsley.
In fact,
and actually,
it is done
once you've got that
often when
mix
people
all
just
made up,
ragdoll and their
cohered,
mesh stays there,
you're just making
but
omelette. And if you're making 80 omelettes a morning
they
in a hotel,
move somewhere else and reappear
then actually it's
later
not
on.
that
You could have it where that
really behind.
Boys, half an hour remaining.
I'm so excited.
You won't get to toast again because it's Barry's job. So, I can feed you.
So
But
weird.
it only happens
Oh,
if
that's
you have
nice.
I'm about to fry off my tongue. Don't know what's going to happen.
It looks to me
That'd
like
be
you've
insane,
got
and I'm not
big
sure that's
dice.
even possible if you
I'm not saying it's
take
a bad
like
thing.
the VRC
well,
damage and it
minces,
just
silly monkey.
you did
what
bring
have you
your
done,
way
Jake?
out of that.
I'm just using the fat that I skimmed off.
Actually,
Forgot
I
your
guess
friend
taking
downloaded
any
VR
gamble-
chat for you when you were drunk.
Come by.
Oh, really tasty. It's not offensively chewy. You know,
No.
like, sometimes you have chewy liver.
Yeah.
Nice.
To be fair,
No,
I
it's just
mean,
like- it's
most
just a
people
bit
on
fatty.
VR chat are drunk
Yeah.
all the time.
Tell you what, it leaves you with the best.
A lot of people are drunk right now.
Everything's about liquid.
Yeah, it's a Friday night.
My sauce has got
I
a
see a
few
lot of
more
them
minutes
shooting
of
zombies.
reducing, and then I'm going to strain it off, check it for
Very
seasoning,
likely.
and I want a consistency that will go around a plate nicely, but also cohere with the red currant jelly, all of these flavours. Dice of tongue, I've minced mine, truffles,
Friday night.
gherkins, and white of egg. Cohered with the
Yeah.
sauce we've made and red currant jelly.
Early Saturday
Now, if I was
morning.
making this at home, I think I'd want to freshen up that with some fresh parsley or some fresh chives as well.
Friday
It's
night,
not
Saturday
disrespectful to
night,
the brain,
Sunday
but I
night,
feel like that's just
Monday
what this really
night,
needs now, a little bit of
Tuesday
fresh air.
night, Wednesday night, Thursday night.
What's
He's
going on?
stirring, he's stirring your
Every
sauce.
night,
Stirring my
regardless
sauce.
of time zone,
Chefs, you have
it's
15
night somewhere.
minutes remaining.
Oh, Ebbers, what's that gone
Well,
in
no,
there?
oh,
Ebbers
I'm
has
saying
gone
that's when
rogue.
people are
He's
drunk.
gone off menu.
A bit of fresh thyme, gorgeous mushrooms. If they're here, I'm going to use them. I'm going to make an
Oh
omelette
wow, it's Saturday
Snack
evening
on.
for you,
in the
Latvia?
next 10 minutes before the omelette that you guys want. James, are you using all this parsley?
Yes. Hey, it was your choice to give me egg whites, dude. I don't have to reciprocate.
You little sass-pot. This is the best.
You're far away
James has got
then.
his eggs in.
How many eggs have you gone for in your omelette, James?
Since I've got a small pan, I'm going for 2.
Is that Ina time?
See if we're
Don't
going,
want them not to cook.
going by
Aerate
daylight,
the
then
omelette to get as much
no,
air in there as
more
possible,
Australian time.
so that when it
and
hits
Augie time is
the pan-
like afternoon at the
I mean,
moment.
what James has done is a very sensible thing of testing the
Gin
thing
and
we're
tonic
actually
and lime.
making.
I don't
mean, that would be
drink
that would make a lot
alcohol
of
that
sense.
You've
much.
just made
Korean.
thoughts, James? Happy?
Could be better.
What could be better, James? Because you got another attempt at it.
I
it's
just
a bit
say
runny.
Australia because I know
Comment vas-tu,
quite a
James?
few of them.
James, talk to us.
Do you want me to eat
Jams.
that, or do I just want to save it just in case I don't get another one done?
Jams instead of jeans.
Would you like to try some snacking omelette?
Word. I don't want to see it go to waste.
That is bloody delicious. Chefs, You have 6 minutes remaining.
Wait, that's a lot of work for an omelet, isn't it? What did I do with the baby cat? What do you
I think
mean?
It would take exactly 6 minutes.
What do you mean?
Your previous model, pancake model?
Do I go again? Oh, I don't know again. And 3.
No, I think they're talking about.
One. Step away.
I think people are
from
talking
your
about
Let's
GT.
bring in our judge.
Oh.
Feeling hungry?
GD
Yeah,
went
sure.
to go shoot zombies
3,
with a bunch of
2,
people.
1. Oh.
Bunch of drunk
I know what
people.
you're thinking. It's been an hour and a half.
It has been an hour and a half.
In front of you, there are 2 omelette reforms.
These are already, visually, I'd say, on par. This one's got slightly more colour. This one's... What? The only thing that, for me, gives it away slightly is the garnish. Double bluffing? I'm not sure. It tastes a bit like an omelette with steak and gravy, which isn't a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing.
Sign me up.
Doesn't taste like tongue, because it's also quite sweet. But with the gherkins, you've got quite a sour tang to it as well.
What is a fucking
completely
gherkin?
unique. Gherkin is a lot more subtle. It's less sweet. I'd say it has more layers, but doesn't pack as much of a punch.
Ooh. What's he gonna go for? Punchy or balanced?
Who has the better tongue is a really tricky one because they're both.
A pickle? Is that it?
The
It's
best
not
tongue.
chewy.
He's
not
got the
too
best
fatty.
tongue.
I have to go on my gut. On purely
Gherkin
the fact that
is
it's the
a
most
variety of a
balanced
cucumber that's been
dish on the
pickled?
table. My favourite is this one.
Owner, who made which?
No bluffing to be had.
Okay.
Congratulations, Barry.
Thanks. Let's give it a go. Well done, James.
Thank you,
Good
sir.
work. And well done, Ebbers.
He's got the best tongue.
It's insane that I've never had an omelette taste like that, ever. It's the best omelette I've ever had. I mean, we know about this book. Do you see it has a place in the kitchen these days?
I think it's a really fun game, and I think if you want to experiment with food, it kind of pushes you out of your comfort zone.
Don't need it in the home kitchen though, do you?
Can I just point out that we've now done 3 different videos about this book. Mike's not done a single one.
So the next one is you
Said
and
to
Mike.
take a little nap.
No, Mike should go solo.
Mike on his own.
If this video gets
Oh,
20,000 likes, Mike will do it on his own.
Fine. Okay, deal.
Not on your own.
I think it'd be funnier.
Great.
Good fun.
Done.
What's your username, Dio?
So you guys know what to do. 20,000 likes, that is the target. Let's stitch Mike up.
That really is Mike's worst nightmare.
And then, of course, you'll see us every Wednesday, every Sunday, back in this very fridge.
Like, comment, subscribe. You know what to do.
Bye-bye. As we mentioned, we don't just make top quality YouTube videos. No. We've built the Sorted Club, where we use the best things we've learnt to create stuff that's hopefully interesting and useful to other food lovers. Check it out if you're interested. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in a few days.
Open up your menu and then look up.
It's just
Yeah.
a snacking omelette, which I don't take offence to.
Yeah, to be fair, you can't take offence to any of that
No.
because you make snacking food all the time
I
while
do.
you're normally cooking.
Yeah, I do. That's why I look like this.
We are Sorted, a group of mates from London. We are Sorted, a group of mates from London explore.
I was Looney Tunes for a second.
JMP. What the fuck is happening? Oh.
What?
Stop
is this?
with the fucking noises. Oh my god. We're being attacked.
Next. It's like some of those food ads, or all you hear is people crunching. It's like, no, this is not make me hungry.
Oh, it's just if you just find my username then Via. It's just Corvu with a space. Cookie, huh? Cookie.
Hi guys, I'm Heron. And I'm Alana. And today we are on our way to start our journey to find
the best chocolate chip cookies in New York City.
So there are so many places in New York City to get chocolate chip cookies.
And we narrowed it down to 4 top spots based on internet research, word of mouth,
and a little bit of personal
Levain.
experience.
Levain is really good.
Starving, so let's go. Let's do it.
Alana and I luckily have similar tastes when we're talking about the ideal chocolate chip cookie. We're looking for a crunchy, crispy exterior and a gooey interior.
And a bunch of chocolate chips.
Some people really like the soft
Our first
chocolate
stop is
chips.
Jacques Therese Chocolate. Jacques Therese is a world-famous
Like the super
pastry
soft.
chef and chocolatier.
Soft. Well, no, not soft. Just soft, but
Chef
soft and
Therese
chewy.
specializes in handcrafted chocolates made with fresh, real ingredients.
Hello, I am Jacques Torres from Jacques Torres Chocolates, and this is the home of the best cookies.
Cookies are frisbees, you know.
This is my go-to spot for chocolate chip cookies. I come here at least once a month, and it's conveniently very close to my house and my office.
You
so
know.
It's easy to stop by. It's very dangerous.
Give to your customer what your
Look,
customer wants.
it's a frisbee.
And Americans love cookies. So when you do the things right, your cookies will be a little
Correct.
bit crispy
Yeah,
on the
like that.
outside, soft on the
For
center,
one.
with a nice layering of
You haven't
chocolate.
been tossing.
Not too chewy, not too soft.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'll
So
probably
John
try
now
to
is responsible for pastries.
You wouldn't want me to toss a... Oh my god, that's a long
First, we're gonna mix this together
freaking...
so it's nice and light
That's
and
a
fluffy.
long name, Via.
Next, we're going to add the eggs and vanilla. So we use 2 kinds of flours. We use a bread and a pastry flour, and that's part of what makes our cookies a little bit unique as well. It contributes to the texture and consistency of the cookie. This is a dark chocolate, 64%. We use 2 bags of this to make a batch of cookies. That's 30 kilos. We lift the 100-kilo cookie dough with a forklift. From there, we use a blowtorch to warm the bowl, to loosen up the cookie mix so that it can be removed and added to the hopper. The cookie machine will cut 80 cookies a
Right,
minute.
requested invite off
From
from
there, they're
Via.
taken and placed on trays to be baked. After they're baked, they are cooled down and wrapped.
Shall we? Yeah, let's do it.
Wait, only $3.50 for that? When was
I
this?
like this very much. Okay.
Probably a while
I would
ago.
expect to be paying I'd expect to be
I
paying like $5 or
love
$6
the
for a cookie that
chocolate
size.
to cookie ratio, and I love the crispiness and the chewiness. I love the additional sense of vanilla that I get in this cookie compared to a lot of the other chocolate chip cookies that I've had just in my life in general. What about you?
For me, I'm kind of on the same boat with you. I love the chocolate. Like, if you just look at this cookie, it's just one big,
3 years
big
ago.
mama glob of chocolate.
Mama glob.
Big mama
Yeah.
glob of chocolate right there in the center.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really, really love this. If I could just want one more thing,
Sea salt.
Pre-COVID.
I would want sea
On top.
salt. Yes.
Sea salt on top.
Definitely sea salt on top. That would make this cookie like 10 times better. And maybe
Well, a few videos ago for the St. Louis videos, it's like to see a lot of people out and about eating out, that
Our
sort of
second
thing.
stop is Dominique Ansel Bakery. Chef
And
Ansel
given the
is a
attitude
revered pastry
of
chef,
something
famous
like
for his
the mood and all,
creative
it's like, yeah,
takes
this
on
is
classic
pre-COVID.
desserts. His take on the chocolate chip cookie
Oh,
is a little
if you want
unconventional.
to send me an invite, you open up the social menu and then look for my name.
To create something for the
And you
show.
click my
I created
name,
the
and
cookie
it
shot, and at the
should
time,
say
it was
request
just for one day,
invite on there.
And it got so popular that I had to bring it back to New York.
It was a great cookie shot. Like the milk, it was cold milk, and then it was a warm cookie with chocolate inside. So I think it was a really nice mix. I've never had a chocolate chip cookie like this before.
I think the cookie shot is simply
You can
simple.
eat the shot
It's
glass.
something that is easy to understand. It's fun, and it's a great way to experience
Sounds
the
yummy.
chocolate chip cookie. The cookie shot is one of our best sellers, and the best way to eat the cookie shot is actually to serve it warm. Add the vanilla milk inside, have a sip of the milk out of the cookie, and then take a bite of the cookie. So first we use a silicone mold that is hollow in the center, and here we have our rectangle of dough. So we use Valrhona chocolate chips in our cookies, we'll take this dough and we push it inside the mold all the way down, and then we close off the top. Once it comes out of the oven, we let them cool. Then we line them with our chocolate in the center to make sure that the milk doesn't seep out. And then we pour the milk infused with vanilla in the center of the cookie. So the cookie is hot and the milk is ice cold. So fun, really fun way to
Oh my
enjoy it.
god, that sounds so
That's a good
good.
combination.
I want to
Ever
like.
seen a chocolate
I want
chip
to
cookie
put the whole thing in my
fashioned
mouth
this
at
way?
once.
I've seen a lot of things in my 26 years of life. Can't say that this
Well,
is
one of the
things
best
I've
ice
seen.
creams I've had to
So,
date
you know how
is
genius
hot
this is? I think
brownie
it's pretty
mixed in with the
genius.
ice
All right,
cream.
shall
It's
we?
still
Yep.
hot when you bite into it.
Ooh, it's soft.
Oh, it's dripping.
Never had it again though.
Wait. I feel like there's so many different ways
Oh,
that you
it's
could go to town on this
incredible.
thing, but he suggested taking that sip and then taking a bite of that cookie, and it's that perfect bite of like cookie to milk.
When you take a bite of it after drinking the
about-
milk, you
speaking
have
of ice
that
cream, what if
kind
they
of
put ice
mushy
cream in that
cookie
too
thing that you
instead of
get
milk?
When you dip it in
Good too.
milk for a while,
And you
yeah.
put a stick in it.
And the cookie itself is just a solid, delicious cookie. It's not just like a fun way of presenting a chocolate chip cookie. This is a solid chocolate chip cookie. I loved that milk that's
How
like
bouncy
mixed in with that
bouncy
sweet
she
shade of
is
vanilla
now.
and that sugar, and I just wanted more of that. That is my only critique. Otherwise, chocolate chip cookie,
Adorable.
every time you take a
Cute
bite of this
bouncy
thing,
bird.
ideal bite. Our third stop is Leven
You got my
Bakery.
invite
It's
video?
well known for its massive cookies and has won countless awards from near and far.
Whoa.
Leven
I've
Bakery
had
is
these
most
cookies.
known at
They're
this point
so
for our
good.
cookies, and most known for the chocolate chip walnut is our most popular cookie. I think it's a classic cookie that people love.
This is my very first time at Levain. My daughter has been telling me non-stop that we have to get one of these cookies.
Ever since I came to New York, I've been here so many times.
I've made some of that style of cookie at home too.
When the lines are long at the bakery, they move really quickly, which is great. A line is great as long as it's moving.
Well,
It's usually
actually,
about
come to
15
think
or
of
20
it,
minutes.
I was
After
visiting New York
we
City right
realized
about
that they
when
were
this
a
video
hit,
was
then we
released.
started kind of playing with the recipe a little bit more. It took us about a year to get it exactly how we wanted it, but no really big changes.
Yeah.
We get 2 people to get the bowl because it's so big and heavy with all that dough. And carry it over to the table.
Hello.
We
Oh.
weigh each cookie by hand to be sure that it's 6 ounces. Every location bakes everything freshly each day, and what we don't sell, we donate at night.
And hold on.
Every cookie that you get when you come to Leven Bakery
Hold in their model.
is probably going to be less than an hour out of the oven.
We go.
They have this cookie
Oh,
recipe
I can see
to
you.
a science, and their whole objective is to have this crunchy, like crispy exterior, and then the inside should be like
Did you press?
molten,
What did you press
gooey
D?
on the inside.
Okay, so excited. Okay. Woo!
You press C.
How is it? Do you like it?
I have no idea. I just pressed a random button.
This thing is chock full
Z is
of
pro,
chocolate chips, okay?
Z as in Z,
It's literally
C
maybe like an inch in width.
It is.
You
Oh
see
my
that molten
God.
interior?
What?
That is the reason why this place is so popular. This cookie for me
What does
checks
Z
off
do?
all the boxes. The
Prawn.
textures are right. The chocolate chips are
Lamp
just
board,
literally speckled throughout the cookie. And there's like a hint of nuts.
I seriously just
stand,
don't
crouch.
see yet how any cookie could compare to this. This is gonna be really hard to beat.
Our last stop, Mama. This cafe/bakery/restaurant
Yeah,
is home
Ice.
to the
That's
nutty
what
chocolate
surprises
chip
me
cookie.
too, especially in New York City.
The cookies are
Mhm.
so popular that my mom makes around 3,000
So
cookies to
yummy.
last for just 2 days.
Oh, they look
So for those of you
marbled.
who don't know, Mama means mother in French, and we named it that as
Oh.
a tribute to our mothers who are our biggest influence in the kitchen. So my husband and I opened up Mama in October of 2014. We opened it up kind of selfishly. We wanted to kind of create a space that embodied wonderful home cooking and a beautiful home-inspired environment.
I live across the road, so
Marbled.
this is kind of like my local coffee shop.
Pastries,
And
amazing.
just the cookies are amazing, especially the chocolate chip cookie. It's like a really like homemade cookie. Like it's definitely like freshly made, but the chocolate in the cookie is just, you know, really, really good and just melts in your mouth.
So our nutty chocolate chip cookie is one of our most classic dishes and the best dish that we're known for here at Mama. So we really wanted to mix that classic chocolate chip cookie with the buttery, salty, nutty essence that the French culture offers. So we've had quite a bit of notoriety on our nutty chocolate chip cookie, and our claim to fame was back in 2017 for the holiday season. Oprah put it on one of her favorite things.
One batch makes 3,000 cookies, and that normally lasts for 2 days. So this salt is from a small city in the west of France and is coarser
It's a lot of
and
cookie.
more salty than the table salt. So that is one of the ingredients
for a second.
who makes the cookie very special.
Honestly, I thought that was
Next, we
coconut
combine
too.
together all of the nuts, making sure we're using
Oh,
full
does someone grab
salted
my wing?
almonds, macadamia nuts, and walnuts.
It might have been
And
me.
next up, the
I
chocolate.
just closed
Make
my
sure there's a gooey
controller
chocolate
hand
piece
and
within
it
each
grabs
bite.
whatever
We use
is
61%
in it.
Qatar chocolate wafers.
Okay, so I'm not like a chocolate chip
75.
expert here, but this already has gained 5,000 points. Do you know why?
Oh, it's a positive. Okay.
It's a positive. My
Why
points
is
are
that?
positive because this cookie is mostly chocolate.
This chocolate chip cookie definitely has more chocolate than the other ones.
Oh my
you
god, look at
have
all that
tried.
chocolate.
All right, let's.
They're like
dig in.
big chocolatey discs.
Wait, first I'm breaking.
Oh, GD's
my
missing
God.
out.
What? Okay. Like there's barely
What?
any
Look how
room
melting
for
it
a
is.
cookie up in here.
Let's just appreciate first.
She went first.
Okay. There's not one basic bite in this
Wow.
cookie. I am big on desserts that aren't just straight sugar. I feel like
This definitely isn't too sweet.
No. It's like the nuts and the salt balance it perfectly.
But it's not like a salty cookie, you know what I mean?
No, not at all. I'm trying to find like any negative about this cookie and I really can't.
I don't know, Lana. Like,
That's supposed to appreciate
this
first
might be a
nom.
really hard one to decide which one's the best. And now it's time to decide which cookie is the best of the best.
Man, I slept for a
Unfortunately,
while
Alana,
earlier, didn't I?
Our journey to find the best chocolate chip cookie is finally over.
Probably half an hour to 45 minutes,
So
I'd
many
say.
good ones, but it's time to pick the best chocolate
Wow,
chip
another
cookie
pat.
in your city. Are you ready?
Don't look.
I'm not looking.
Don't look.
I already have an inkling of an idea of where you're gonna pick.
1, 2, 3.
I knew it. As much as I am disappointed in your answer, I want to know what your reasoning is.
Okay, so when I had the mama cookie, first thing off the bat, the chocolate. Every single bite, my mouth was just covered in chocolate. The nuts
I
in the
want-
cookie just had this
I
wonderful
want to
crunch,
eat those
great texture
chips.
component.
So for the exact reasons that
Are those
you
macadamia
just
nuts?
explained, I did not
Oh,
pick
that's
for that.
that's
They
like
look like it.
Really?
that's a
It was
plus on
delicious cookie, don't
macadamia
get me wrong,
nuts.
But I picked the Ven because it checked off all the marks. It's crispy on the outside, it's molten and gooey on the inside. You're still getting globs of chocolate every time you bite into it.
It's just, they're two iconic cookies in their own way. If we're talking about my favorite cookie, I'm gonna say my mom. but
Man,
if
the
we're gonna be
cross section on
objective, the price
all
is
of these
just,
are so.
you know, they're about the same, and you get more cookie with Levain.
The lines out the door is just another thing that I think like symbolizes New York City and that experience. So
You
if we're
editor
talking
son.
about the best chocolate chip cookie
What
in
cookie
New
goes
York
with what
City,
name?
it is Levain.
I hate being wrong, but I guess for this one time, I'll have to concede.
Yo, there are more episodes here. I just
I'll
want a
concede.
tally
What,
of how many
what
times
is
I
there? This a competition?
Whatever. All right, I will say for this, the best of the best cookie is Levain.
Levain?
Levain.
Lava.
I still don't know how to pronounce it. So there you have it, Levain, the winner. Listen, all four of these places were fantastic. But I want to know, do you agree with me or do you agree with Alana?
Or do you think there's another cookie place we should visit?
Let us know in the comment section below.
Hello? Hello?
I don't know, man. I don't like cookies that much.
What is she doing?
God, so wispy. time.
What did I miss?
Here's the start of this video. It's a little preview.
Almost done with the party.
9 hours, 40 minutes. And there.
Oh my god. You just ripped that apple in half. What can you do with another person?
Oh, don't you hate it when you yawn and the tears get in your eye?
Mm-hmm.
With the headset on?
Mm-hmm.
Thick, that's crazy.
3 bowls of katsudon. Oh my god. Oh, that's so much meat. I need to try to make katsudon again. I messed it up last time.
Oh no.
It was too salty.
Container full of that breading. I need to try making something sometime.
Just munch on it.
Tempting. Or just
succulent katsudon.
Yeah. Or just top something with that too. I think the last time I tried something like that, I just fried the meat twice. Yeah, I fried some pork with paint and fried it twice.
Makes me want to make them made a mac and cheese one time with like sprinkling the panko breadcrumbs on top and then baking it in the oven. Turned out so good.
That'll work.
The file? It was the first time I made katsudon. I can't get everything I do correct the first time.
Learning experience.
Just most of the time. That is a large portion.
Large. It's like a programming name where I can tell their experience with a fresh developer. If they're excited that it works the first time, they're fresh. If they're skeptical, they work the first time, they're experienced.
Yeah. That's how it goes with programming. It worked the first time? What's wrong?
Yeah. I had one of those moments at work yesterday too, where my code works and I have no idea why.
Oh, that's the worst. Or like you have an issue with it and it's been bugging you, can't figure out how to fix it, and then you come back like a few minutes later and it's working, right?
Wait, it fixed itself? That's terrifying.
Yeah. That giant chunk of pork looks so good. Oh my god. Sir, your food looks good, but I don't think you're wearing that mask, right? Why'd we clap that herb? Oh, hello? Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Mayonnaise even boil?
I didn't even look at what I was gonna load up
Oh
next.
my
Dang it.
god.
I think the mayonnaise is starting to separate back into eggs and oil. We'll put our filet mignon in before it's too late.
Getting a slideshow.
I knew I was going to be looking at something freaky today, but I had no idea
Oh,
this
there
is
we
what
go.
it was going to be. It smells like egg and like olive oil, soybean oil.
Who put this in?
All right, I think that's as boiled
How
as
much longer do you
that's
think we're
gonna
gonna
get.
go?
It looks like cottage cheese.
We should probably end here. No, we can't end on whatever the fuck this is.
Let's give this steak a try. The middle could have been done a little bit more.
Next one's a Babbage video.
Okay, after that one.
The steak itself is delicious. We didn't season
Unless it's
this with
botched.
anything other than boiled mayonnaise.
I am
Some
feeling
of that
growing
mayonnaise
pain
taste
watching
has
this.
transferred to the steak. Not a whole lot, but
No,
a
it's a
little bit
bingey.
to make you go, oh my, what is that delightful flavor?
Oh, my tractors are starting to die.
Dunks in the sauce. I'm a big fan, so I'm gonna have to give this steak boiled in mayonnaise a 5 out of 5.
Hey, I was looking at Discord that entire time. I didn't see any of that.
What the fuck?
Easy way to send, spend, and save your money. Besides just sending money back and
There's
forth,
no way that
with
man
Cash
gave it
App,
a
you can
5
buy,
out of 5.
sell, and send Bitcoin instantly. It's as easy as
And the
mashing
last
together
one
a
we saw was
churro and a
Skittle
macaroni.
Rice.
Download
That was 1
Cash
out
App
of
today
5.
and use code BABBISH22 to get $15 for free, and $10 will be donated to No
Well,
Kid
it was 1
Hungry.
Skittle
Terms
and
apply.
5 M&Ms.
This month's
out of
Churon
5.
flavor
Well,
is
4.
anise, but there is a limit to 3 Churons per customer, so please maintain decorum. Thank you.
The fuck is a churro?
You know, I'm not even a huge macaron girl, and churros are just like, you know, hit or miss for me, but the combination's
Oh, why did it flash like that?
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome
I
back
saw
to
that
Binging
too.
with Babish, where this week we're
Oh,
taking
in
a look at
yours
the
as well?
churros from Broad City. A combination
Yeah,
of
but
a
that was
churro
the
and
video,
macaron,
not
this
the,
faux fancy
not
pastry
the
has
world.
eluded me for years,
Oh,
mostly
weird.
because it sounds pretty hard. So let's get started with screwing up
swear
till we
we
get it
also
right.
saw this
First off, a
one
quick and
before.
easy buttercream frosting where our
So it's
star
called a
anise
cherry on
flavor is
there?
going to live. I have here 225 grams of unsalted room temperature butter that I'm going to beat until soft, scraping down the sides of the mixer bowl, and in 3 stages adding 450 grams of sifted powdered sugar. I recognize this ranks as moderately to notably fussy, but this ensures a light, fluffy buttercream with no lumps. Adjust the consistency as necessary with whole milk and flavor with about half a tablespoon of star anise extract. What results is a unique tasting frosting that tastes better than it tastes bad. So we're threading the needle for trendy New York bakery. Now for the churro pastry, in a medium saucepan, we are combining 120 grams each unsalted butter, water, and whole milk. Bring this concoction to a bare simmer over medium-low heat. Meanwhile, we're combining 120 grams of bread flour with half teaspoon each kosher salt and ground cinnamon. Tiny whisk until homogeneous, and then once we got a simmer going, kill the heat and add the dry stuff. Then we're going to paddle it about with rigor and consistency until no lumps remain. Then we're going to place it back over medium heat and cook for 2 to 3 minutes until a thick golden fond starts to form on the bottom of the pot. Now we're headed back over to a cleaned and reset stand mixer, wherein we are going to deposit our steaming loaf of dough. Then we're going to beat it on medium-low speed for about 30 seconds to help start cooling it off. But while still nice and hot, we're going to start adding 4
Oh,
eggs
it's a
one
mango,
at a
it's a
time,
mango.
waiting until each egg is fully incorporated before adding
Last
the
time I
next.
saw
Then
you,
beat
I
this guy
was
together on
high.
medium speed for about 1 minute until a soft serve ice cream-like coif forms on the top of the dough when displayed on an inverted finger. Now we're going to
Last
place the
Friday.
completed dough in a piping bag with a big old fluted tip. Now traditionally these are squeezed directly into
And we were all
350 degree
smothering
Fahrenheit frying
Tyson.
oil and snipped to size with scissors, but I had just a devil of a time trying to get any of them to come
Oh,
out
yeah,
long
that
and
was-
straight like in
that
a
was the night
show.
I was
After 1 to
distracted.
2 minutes per side in the fry oil,
Yeah.
these guys are ready to drain on a paper towel lined rim baking sheet. So to try to ensure their shape, I decided to
miso
pipe
is
and
good.
pre-freeze the churros. I'm going with 4 short and 2 long, which I'm going to freeze for at least 20 minutes and up to several months. Then upon plopping in the preheated fry oil, I was pleasantly met with churros that kept their shape,
Yeah,
frying
Cora
up
was
golden brown
saying
after about 4 to 5 minutes, a little bit extra
this is
time since
saying
they were
some weird
frozen.
stuff
And
that
then we have to
night, well,
contend
more than
with their
usual.
color. Normally churros
What?
are rolled in sugar while still warm, but this
Really?
proved ineffective with colored sugar. But after a brush down with simple syrup, the brightly colored sugar was much more apt to stick to the pastry. So we're going to do a few nice
Yeah.
pastel
Seemed like it
colors,
when
which
you
we're going to allow to
joined
cool
on
completely
Proxy and
before
everyone.
slicing and stuffing. For a macaron style presentation, we're going to split these in half lengthwise with our very sharpest, smallest knife. Now, unfortunately, after cooling, I found that these churrons had become flaccid. Nevertheless, I'm going to stuff these guys just to see what they taste like
Oh, yeah,
before
now
we
that I
try
see this,
another
we've
iteration.
definitely watched
There you
this
have
before.
it. They don't look great,
don't
they don't feel
remember
great,
this.
but they do
This one.
taste great. I think during the frying process, not much
This
moisture
was,
is allowed
like,
to escape
super
the
duper
pastry,
early
so it
on.
ends up getting a little floppy and gummy. But churro dough
Yeah,
is almost
about a year
identical
ago.
to choux dough, which when
What's a
baked at
churron?
375 degrees
Yes.
Fahrenheit for about 35 minutes, getting brushed down with simple syrup at minute 25, and baked until deeply golden brown, almost burnt looking. This will ensure that they have a rigid shell for structural integrity, and that their interiors will stay light, fluffy, and
I bet you
dry.
could hit
First, we have to
someone
allow
with
them to
that.
cool completely. You can speed this along by putting them on a wire rack, or if
They
you're
make
really
a
in a
wet
hurry, you can
slap
wave
sound.
them around in the air in a figure
No,
of
a
a pattern.
crunch.
Now onto the color. The colored sugar was kind of a bust, so I'm trying out a food coloring spray, of which I'm inhaling an alarming amount. The blue doesn't look awesome, but the red looks okay, so we're going to split these guys lengthwise. Check out their light webby interiors, ready to be loaded up with frosting. In goes my second batch of anise
lot of
flavored
frosting.
Oh
buttercream,
yeah,
which this time
stuff
added
it
a little bit of
full
orange
of
zest, which really
frosting.
tied the room together. Top them up, and there you have it, the churron. And while it only looks barely passable, how does it taste? Well, it's no cronut, but it is light, sweet, and crisp, and uniquely flavored, just like Broad City. Am I right? Maybe just
This
skip
man
the food
doesn't
coloring
understand
if you
blue
value
and
your
yellow
hand
makes
skin.
green.
Thanks again to Cash App for sponsoring today's episode. Don't forget to download Cash App today and use code BABISH22 to get $15 for free, and $10 will be donated to No Kid Hungry. Terms apply.
Alright. One more.
Okay.
Episode is brought to you by Cash App. Cash App is an easy way to
Okay, I was worried for like half a
8 minutes?
second.
Oh, yeah, one of these.
I was like, what in the world? Oh.
He's so jiggly.
Look at those caustics.
My GPU is screaming.
Oh, is this cooking?
Let's
looks.
Let's cook.
This looks like science.
Hold on, let him cook.
It's Walter White cooking.
It's enough laying down for a minute.
No, lay back down.
I'm.
Streamer's the boss, Sid. You know that.
Yes.
If you're on camera, you're under their jurisdiction.
But I don't mod for her, so I can't bully. Rule of every streamer: it always gets bullied by the mods.
Look at those caustics.
This music.
I like the piano.
Lay down or make you lay down with stress.
What is that they're putting in there? Algae? Algae? Not algae. I was trying to think of.
That's the gelatin, right?
Gelatin strips. Yeah, I think.
What noise? Algae.
It's time to make it fast.
Lay down, Via.
I don't see anything like that.
I think one of your extensions is messing up, Kayla.
Oh, on their end.
Oh, yes, one of my extensions.
I don't see anything. Unless you all have the same extension.
No, there's
Probably need to refresh or something.
Maybe
Oh
You
wait, I see it. It's in black text, is why.
Wait, really?
Whatever's the throne system.
Double check then.
Nope, that's still working. I hit Eddie.
I am in throw position.
Yeah, it would just hit where Avatar normally is. That's just how the throwing system works. Is it just say you put this outline where your avatar is, and it'll react to whatever you throw. Yeah.
All right, that should fix it. That should fix it, guys. Ugh.
Yay! It's gone. I never noticed it was there. But I am late in VR looking at an overlay.
Oh, here. If you come over here and turn on the button over there, stay
Wait, how long has it been there and you guys didn't say anything?
I didn't even see it.
I feel like I've heard this music before.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what they made, is like some sort of undersea jelly.
It's pretty looking, but I don't know how it would taste.
Why am I picking up? It's giving a head pat. Someone Mango redeemed a head pat. See, there's another one.
Trickle, 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 trickle. I want to throw it at someone.
Oh, I didn't think I was actually going to eat it. I was thinking it might be flavorless.
Alright. Is the
Sleepy
next
time.
Let's pause it.
We've hit 6 hours. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I want to watch this.
Clouds. 5 more minutes.
I really want to know. I feel like I've heard this music somewhere before.
I watched one of these videos before.
The green?
Translate to English.
Yeah, the green one. It was like the pie that we
Always talking about
saw.
throwing and hitting people with food? What? What do you mean? I don't know. I don't know what you mean. Nice.
Oh wait, that's a completely different
Channel?
YouTube channel. Never mind.
Yeah, yeah. The one you're thinking of is Chocolate YouTube channel. Music by Audio Network and Invoke. Maybe we heard it in a VR chat world somewhere.
Probably. That's what I'm thinking.
Time to scroll up in the
Right,
channel.
you don't know what, you guys don't know what Ice is talking about, right? Right?
Oh. Not at all.
Good.
So she slaps others around with a fish. Oh, she did that?
I don't think so.
Fuckers are dying.
Don't do that.
I'm trying. I'm trying to
It's
remember.
just your hip. It's just your hip and legs. You don't need them.
What is that? Is that their cloud?
Yeah.
But back. Alright. Got my stuff back.
The cloud eat. The cloud eater. Hey, Flippers. I don't think she slapped anyone around with this fish, Flippers. Oh, it's just gonna restart now?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, it loops once it hits the end of the playlist.
Alright. Say goodnight to stream. Good night, stream.
Where's the camera? There it is.
Oh, good night, stream.
Night chat.
See the camera twitching as you're booping it. How are you doing that?
Magic.
I don't know how to wave, but good night, chat.
I don't think there's anything here to grab.
So hit R, pull up the wheel, and go to options. On the left side, you see personal mirror. Click on that, and then on the right side, click on the mirror button, and puts a mirror up there.
Oh, they're just dancing.
Left mouse button and shake it up and down.
It looks like you was giving the thumbs up, Rick. Like,
Yeah.
Cat Hoshi, Human Hoshi. I don't think either of Opa is.
Oh, there you hit, Core.
Down she
And knocked
goes.
her out. What the heck?
Mango.
Throw Mango.
What did
Wow.
you do? Oh. Unfortunate. You won't be able to see that head pat. But it's happening.
Don't run away. You got a lot of witnesses, Mango.
Your ears draw into the flames.
Why am I so small?
Feeling kind of warm.
Oh, I'm so excited for the collab tomorrow.
No, it went away.
Alright, good night, nerds.
Well, good news, everyone. We're now up to August in the videos that are posted in that channel.
Oh, wait, seriously?
I think. Let me double check.
Horny gay gremlin. What? Is D a horny gay gremlin? I'm not a horny gay gremlin either.
Heck happened to your hair?
Yep, August 13th.
Is the textures weird?
That's probably a different. Either they